This is Nikola on the daily chart, and you can see price has been sideways. I'll call it price has been basing for the last several days. But if you look at the weekly chart, price is on the verge of closing below what I'm going to call the line in the sand. The question is price going to get to $1, or will Nikola continue to see the stock supported by the smart money? Let me explain. This article is coming from Market Beat. Investors buy large volume of Nikola put options. Nikola was the target of some unusual options trading last Friday as stock traders acquired 225,000 put options on the stock. This represented an increase of approximately 30% compared to the typical volume of 173,000 put options. So when you buy a put option, you are betting on the price declining. TD Cowen downgraded Nikola from an outperform rating to a market perform rating and reduced their price objectives for the stock from $5 to $1. This is going back to May. D.A. Davidson raised their price objective on Nikola from $1 to $3 to give the stock a neutral rating in a report. This was on July 31st. All right, so you got although 2 different months, 3 different, you got difference of opinion. All right, let's get into some of the fundamentals. The company reported earnings per share for the quarter, topping the consensus estimates of negative 27 cents by 3 cents. Nikola had a negative return on equity of 147% and a negative net margin of 1,476%. The firm had revenue of $15 million for the quarter compared to consensus estimates of 14.68 million. As a group, analysts expect that Nikola will post a negative 87-cent earnings per share for the current fiscal year. All right, so here's where things get interesting. You have the CFO, Anastasia Pastorick. She sold 16,000 shares back in August 10th. You also had a director of the company, Michael Lasherler. He sold 69,000 shares in a transaction also earlier this month in August. In total, insiders sold roughly 88,000 shares for an approximately worth $173,000. Okay, so that's the insiders. What about I'll call them the institutions, smart money pension firms. So you have the Swiss National Bank. They increased their stake in Nikola by 19% during the fourth quarter. Seaview Investment Managers LLC also grew their stake by 32% during the fourth quarter. E2 Unibanco Holding SA, they grew their stake by 144% during the fourth quarter. And then you got Van Eyck Associates Corp also growing their stake by 40% during the first quarter. So you got a tug of war going on between smart money, insiders, and Wall Street. However, the charts don't lie. If the price hit this resistance support band at $3, price has been in decline. Again, if I go back to the daily chart, the 140 level was really the line in the sand. That was the last level where volume kicked in, taking price up to almost a double. Now you do have this big M pattern. And rightfully so. Price rallied right into the trough of that M pattern, which was the round hole psychological number at $2 before the next leg down. Again, the question is price just basing to see another leg down to the dollar level? We do have some support. And then will price bounce, retest the basin level, and retest all-time lows? Technically, yes. That's what's going to happen. That was until I read that article and saw that there are institutions supporting the stock. However, if Nikola is going to see their vision materialize, again, it's all about the dollar bill. They're going to need capital. In order to get capital, they're going to have to raise debt or issue more shares to raise that capital, which is going to dilute shareholder value. So why wouldn't we continue to see the stock decline? Car making business is very capital intensive. So this is what I'm projecting. I'll even put this up to the 140 level. Let's see how things pan out over the coming months. Should be an interesting one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.